Hey everyone, it is producer Siri here. We have something a little different for you this week. We are unfortunately all out of guests in our queue currently. So if you would like to be a guest on the podcast, particularly if you live in the San Diego or Southern California area with ability to commute to San Diego for a one-time recording in person, please apply to be a guest on our website, www.thedietitianstable.com/apply. You can also find the link to the application on all of our social medias and in the link of any episode description, including this one. But in the meantime, we thought that we would talk to Joy and get to know Joy as a clinician and clear up some possible misconceptions about the show, what it means to be a guest on the podcast, and how Joy approaches being a dietitian. So, Joy, to get us started, you have a lot of letters after your name. What do all of those letters mean?
Yes, that's a good question. So these are my credentials and certifications. The first one is MS, and it stands for Masters of Science. So I have a master's in nutrition. The second one is RD, or sometimes you may see it as RDN, so Registered Dietitian or Registered Dietitian Nutritionist. And that means that I'm registered in California and I can work as a dietitian in the state of California. And then the third one is CNSC, so Certified Nutrition Support Clinician. And that's an extra certification for critical care setting because I do work in a hospital. So this is a certification for acute care setting.
Awesome. And so the certifications, are those different from specialties? And do you have any specialties?
So the master's degree and registered dietitian are different from specialties. The CNSC is a specialty because I'm specialized and working in critical care and nutrition support. As a dietitian, you can work in very different areas. And then if you have an area of interest, then you can get extra certifications if you want. But that a dietitian can still work in different settings without a specific certification.
Okay. So are there any areas that you would consider your specialty?
Yes, I really enjoy working with eating disorders, emotional eating, also for sure critical care in the hospital, and any person dealing with GI issues, so gastrointestinal issues or major abdominal surgeries. So because it's very related to critical care too. I also work in that area.
And what led you to have an interest in more of the critical care eating disorder type of environment as a dietitian?
Yes. So I always enjoyed learning more about how our body works, the anatomy, the physiology, how everything is so intricate and related. So that's what drew me to the medical field. And then I found my way to nutrition. And nutrition and food is very related to how our emotions and our mental health and mental well-being. So that's where I got into the eating disorders and emotional eating. um, yeah.
Great. And I think because of what you've just said, I already know the answer. But a lot of people think that dietitians are specifically for weight loss. There's all of these ads out there saying, like, talk to a dietitian, talk to a nutritionist. This is how you lose weight via an app. What is your opinion on the fact that dietitians are seen as this person to only go to lose weight?
Yeah, well, I hope that's going to start changing because dietitians work in a lot of different settings, and we're not just here for weight loss. We manage chronic diseases, we manage um, your relationship with food. If you want to heal your relationship with food, you can do that with the help of a dietitian. If you have a chronic disease, you can see a dietitian and she can help you manage that. They can help you manage that. So it's not just for weight loss, and you can just see a dietitian just because you want to learn more about food and how food works in your body. It doesn't have to have it's not just for weight loss.
How would you describe your approach to a patient that you're seeing for the first time? And does that differ at all from how you approach guests on the podcast?
Well, it depends a little bit. I feel like the podcast has more of a casual feel to it. I don't have their extensive medical history and their labs. When I see a patient in a clinical setting, I usually have their lab work. I have their extensive medical history, so I really know what's going on in the full picture when I see them. So it is a little bit different. But my approach with the patient when I'm face to face with them or with the guest is still the same, is trying to see where they are and start there, and then seeing where they want to go, where what they need, and then try to meet their needs and help them through it.
Awesome. And previously on the podcast and on our social media channels, you've talked a lot about how healthy is a big word. How would you describe your view on what quote unquote healthy is?
Yeah, so I feel like healthy is being used in so many different ways. Uh, and for me, healthy is like saying I have a healthy relationship with food, is just trusting your body. And you may overeat at times just because you feel like it, and because you're bored and you're sad, and you may overeat, and that's okay. And sometimes you may eat less because you were busy, or you were too tired, and that's still okay. And you may have wished that you ate more. That's okay. That's part of healthy eating. Healthy eating is enjoying the food that you love. Healthy eating is eating past your fullness and feeling uncomfortable and wishing you didn't eat that much, and that's okay. And healthy eating is just trusting your body to make up your for the way you eat throughout the week, because it's not just a one day thing. It's just ongoing movement and ongoing eating throughout the week and the months and the years. So trusting your body to take what they need, and adjust and balance everything out. So that's what healthy eating means for me.
Great. And then you and I talk a lot off mic, and text a lot off mic, and we've talked in depth about food neutrality and body neutrality. For those who aren't familiar with the terms, are you able to kind of give a definition and how that fits into your approach?
Yes. So body neutrality for me is looking at the body as your home. You live in that body. It's yours. And again, you need to build that trust with that body and look at it as a functioning part of yourself. So your body helps you function, helps you move, helps you think, helps you achieve your goals. And your body is not something that you have to control and you have to fit into this specific way and mold it. Um, because with diet culture and with, all those trends that we hear out there, everyone is trying to make their body look a certain way, and you're trying to control your body instead of living in your body and trusting it. So body neutrality just means that you are in peace with your body. You may have a day where you don't feel comfortable in your body, and that's okay. And you might have days where you're very comfortable in your body, and that's great. But just um, finding that balance and just trusting yourself and your body.
Great. And last but not least, as we mentioned, we are giving you this very special episode because we do not currently have any guests in the queue to release on our weekly Tuesday schedule. Joy, what is your ideal type of guest for the podcast and where can they apply?
There is no ideal guest. Anyone can apply. Anyone who just wants to sit with me, talk to me about nutrition, talk to me about their specific nutrition challenge that they have at that moment is welcome to apply. Um, it's going to be fun. It's going to be chill. We're just going to talk about it. And you may discover something you didn't know about yourself or about your nutrition. So that's what it's about. And anyone can apply on the website. It's thedietitianstable.com/apply. And if you live in San Diego, Southern California, then the studio is not too far. It's in San Diego, so we can meet there.
Fantastic. And this was not on my list of questions. We might cut this out. We record the podcast in person. We have the guests in the room with you. You are talking face to face. How do you feel talking to a guest face to face is different than meeting with a patient over Zoom or online?
Both approaches are fine. Zoom and online also works for a lot of people. I just feel like sitting with that person, just seeing them face to face, is more real. You're really getting a sense of that person, and the conversation flows differently. Again, body language is a big part of interaction and conversation. So being in the same room with the guest just has a different vibe for sure.
Groovy. Thank you so much, Joy. And again, for anyone who's listening, please, please, please apply to be a guest on the show. You can do that at thedietitianstable.com/apply, or you can find the link in this and every episode description or in our social media channels. In addition, please tell people about the show if you're a fan. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play. Share our YouTube videos with people. Just make sure you get the word out, because we love doing this show and we would love for more people to know about it. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.